What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Afrom, and I'm in beautiful Mexico. Whenever I travel, I bring a drone with me, and I've tried a few different ones, and there is a definite best drone to travel with, and some pretty solid options. So let me talk about what I bring and what I think you might want to as well. Okay, so I have three goals for this video. One, help you understand what do you need to know if you're traveling with your drone? What if you're going international? What should you do? What about how do I deal with this at the airport? Do you got to check the drone? Do you have to pack it? We'll get into that. Two, I want to talk about some shots that you should be getting, some ways to set up your drone so you're getting some really good video to bring home to look at later. And three, yes, I do want to talk about what drones I recommend. I said there's a clear winner, and well, I don't know if there's a clear winner, but there's a clear winning type of drone. So we'll get into those three things. Stay tuned. Okay, I want to start with traveling with your drone. The first thing, right? One, bring a small drone. The caveat is it probably should be less than 250 grams because, well, those are some rules and regulations in the United States and other countries that you just don't want to mess with. And if you're under 250 grams, you can kind of skirt some of those rules. You don't have to worry about it, right? So I was just, like I said, in Mexico, and the Mini 4 Pro is what I brought because it's less than 250 grams. And I know in Mexico, if it's over 250 grams, it's a whole nother story. And if you're a foreigner, you pretty much are limited to sub 250 gram drones. So another thing you have to do is make sure that you do your research. At this time, that's what the rules were in Mexico. I brought drones to the Dominican Republic. We're going to watch some videos of Chris flying in the British Virgin Islands. We brought drones to Europe. You got to do some research, and the internet is a great place to start. So, two quick tips when you're packing. Pack a small drone, something you can bring in your carry-on because you cannot check a lithium-ion battery. Those have to go through in your carry-on. And if you have a fireproof bag, that's potentially a good idea. And the airports generally recommend that you keep them partially charged, which is generally how you want to store your batteries anyway. Okay, now that you've made it to your destination, I want to talk about some of the shots that you should be taking with your drone, and starting with this one. This is called a rocket. You point the camera straight down and then you go straight up. It creates a very cool perspective, especially if you have some really neat subjects. It's just a view that you can't do with anything but a drone. So find a spot and then just go straight up. You'll really like the look of it. And after you do that, mix in a couple of different angles of that same subject, like this pool here, and it just kind of ties it all together really nicely. The next move is the droney. You kind of find a subject. I like this one with people, and you move back and up. And there are flight modes in the drone that will do these things for you. This is one I generally do manually just because I find that I can fine-tune the view that I'm looking for just a little bit better. But the modes work well also. So don't forget to try those flight modes on your drone. You'll be happy with some of those results. And then when you get to the spot you're trying to get to, bring it back. Bring it back to the side. Do kind of a pan. Try some different things. Get some different perspectives of that subject. And you might be happy with what you got. You might not. That's okay. Take lots of pictures and video. That is another tip. You can always delete them. Another suggestion, fly straight. In this case, I'm flying straight forward over some objects. That's one way to do it. I think it looks cool. It's smooth. You got this gimbal. Use it. It's like it's on a dolly. You can fly straight forward. You can fly straight back, to the left, to the right. Even moving straight up is cool, or straight down. Again, a cool perspective that you can't get unless you got a drone. And it works even better if there is something in the frame, some large object like an island or a mountain or something that just kind of adds some depth that you just, it is very clear that this shot right here was from a drone. Nothing else could have gotten this video except for maybe a helicopter, but who does that these days? They're so big and expensive. A drone is the way to go. And this is a tiny little drone, something that's going to fit in your pocket. Kind of impressive, if you ask me. The next shot you should get is the classic orbit. Now, if you're a beginner pilot, I would suggest you use the orbit method inside of your drone. There's a flight mode that does an orbit or a circle or something like that. Use that because this is a difficult move to keep that subject focused. You got to work with both sticks. You're pointing them both towards each other or both away. If you're working the gimbal, that can be tricky, but it's a cool shot. Get up high, get that subject in the middle, and give it a shot. Or let the drone do it for you because it produces some pretty fantastic results. Just get out there with your drone, take some pictures and videos, try some things, just record a bunch, and you'll like it when you get home. The moment of truth, what drone do I recommend? Well, the answer is something that is less than 250 grams, and I think there are a few different options. Now, all of these videos were shot by a sub 250 gram drone. So we use the DJI Mini 4K, we use the DJI Mini 3 Pro, we use the DJI Mini 4 Pro, we use the DJI Flip, and I've even traveled with the Hover X1 and X1 Pro. You really want something that is small, especially if you're going to fly on an airplane. And like I said, you need to know the rules. In a lot of places in the United States and abroad want that drone to be less than 250 grams. And all of those drones fit the bill. And I think it's more a matter of can you get the shot than the drone. So sure, do I have a better drone? Absolutely. I could fly the Air 3S. You could fly the Mavic 4. The Mavic 4 Pro, those are really good drones. Are they better than these? Yes. But these drones, look at the pictures and videos coming out of these drones. The Mini 4K starts at $300, and I intentionally took that one to the Dominican Republic and to Estes Park, Colorado, because I wanted to prove a point that you don't have to spend a fortune to get really good shots. Now, the Mini 3 and the Mini 4 both aren't going to break the bank, and they're both really good drones. I think they do a little bit better in lower light situations. Now, the answer for the best drone under 250 grams is the Mini 4 Pro. It is so good. It fights the wind. It has the obstacle avoidance sensors. It's got it all. So I put together this chart so you can kind of quickly look at some of the differences with these drones. But like I said, they're all really good. And if you want a full comparison, you want a deep dive into these drones, check the video description. I've got links to full videos on each one of these drones, as well as some more comparisons, looking at the cameras and things like that. But the answer is get something that is small and compact, and you're not going to worry about lugging it around. I'll throw my drone in a small, compact camera bag, and then I'll throw that bag in my carry-on. That allows me to bring with me on the airplane. Then I have quick and easy access to it. And then when I'm taking that drone out on the beach or whatever, I've got that bag around my shoulder. I don't travel with a hard case unless I'm traveling domestically and I'm driving somewhere. That might be a little bit different, right? So if I can travel in a car and I've got a lot more space, sure, then maybe I'll bring the Air 3S with me. But on most vacations where I fly, I will grab a mini drone, a sub 250 gram drone, and I will do that because it just makes my life a whole lot easier. Hey, I hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed the pictures and videos from our vacations. They were a lot of fun to take and share with you. If you got comments, if you think I missed something, let me know. Throw it down in the comment below. Is there a drone that you think is better to travel, or do you have a place to go where you just find all that information before you travel? I'd love to share that with you guys as well. I hope this was helpful. Hey, good luck, everyone. Safe travels and happy flying.